Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I hope y'all enjoyed y'all weekend. I spent a lot of time with the boys, and my brother took me to go see Bad Boys 2 last night for my birthday, so that was sweet, and I enjoyed the movie. But I just got out of class, my first class for today. I got to come back. I have almost a 2 hour gap, and then I have two classes after that. Well, two classes later on this evening. But I thought I would do a quick video on, why I decided to go back to school at 28. So, I spent many years trying to work myself to the next level. I've had jobs where I was working 7 days a week. I had jobs where, one of my jobs, I worked a 24-hour shift. My last job before I took my break and went back to school I was working 60 to 80 hours a week in a call center, and it was hard. It was extremely hard because I wasn't able to parent my children as much as much as I wanted to. On top of that, if you don't, we as humans like to see results, and I just wasn't seeing the results that I thought that I was supposed to see after working so many hours a week. I it was it made me feel good to know that I was working hard, and I could say, hey, I'm not on government assistance, I'm doing this and that by myself, but I wasn't really where I wanted to be. It was extremely hard because, when you think about it, when you're working 60 hours a week, you're expecting to be able to at least live decently. It seemed like the more hours that I worked, the more daycare I had to pay, which is, a given. And I just wasn't elevating in life like I thought I should. So I had talked to my brother and I told him, I gave my the last job that I had at the call center, I gave it everything I could. I really tried so hard to be able to make enough money to, buy food. You have to buy, just the basic things in your house. And I just wasn't getting there. And it seemed like no matter how much I worked, I wasn't able to actually do anything. And so, I just came to the realization that, one, I didn't want to work any more than 60 to 80 hours a week, because even with working that much, I wasn't able to pay all my bills. I was only able to buy like $40 to $50 a week. And I'm not saying this is for anyone to go, oh, poor you. At the end of the day, I know I put myself in this situation, but still, I think that anyone should be allowed to upgrade their life if they want to. If that's what they want to do, if they want to improve their life, they should be able to without judgment. And so this is not a poor me video. This is just what I decided to do video. So what happened was I calculated how much I needed. My kids were getting older. They wanted to play sports and, do after school activities, and all of those things cost money, and if I'm struggling just to buy a decent amount of food a week, I'm not going to have the money for those things. And that's extremely unfair for a child. If I could go back and redo things, obviously I would, but that's just not how life works. So, when my baby boy went to started kindergarten, I made the choice to go back to school, and I'm so grateful that I did. It came with a lot of decisions that I wasn't really, I had to put my pride aside to do, because, it's already hard enough. You get that stigma when you're a single mom, especially of four, especially when you have more than one father. I have my oldest boy in high school, so he has his own father. And then my youngest three, they have a different father. So I have two fathers. All four of my children have two different fathers. So there's already a stigma with that. And then the last thing I wanted to do was have to add something, do something to where that stigma would be pushed even harder on me. But I got to the point where I just had to accept the fact that, regardless if I was doing good or if I'm doing bad, people are always going to have their opinions about me, and to me, that just doesn't mean anything. I am just in a point in my life where I just don't care. The only concern I have right now is building my children up so that they don't have to go through the things that I went through. And so, I moved to the projects. I waited like 3 months before I even moved in. I stayed with my brother because I was so embarrassed. I was so scared. I just never thought that that's where I would be. But I was tired of having my brother help me. I knew, my brother, Marcus, he would do anything for me. He's like that with all of us. But, he's such a giving person. And I just felt like I wasn't his responsibility. I was, I knew that me and my children staying with him was rough on him. He's a young man. He's like 20. I want to say 22, 23, and then he works 2 jobs. He has no kids. He has no responsibilities, and then me and my kids are there. And so he's one person I'm definitely going to play back when I do get everything together. But I wanted my own place, but I knew that I also needed to go to school, and moving to the projects was the only way that I was going to be able to do that. Your income, your rent is based on your income. And I just told myself I'm only going to be here 2 years. I'm going to get my associate's degree and then I'm getting the heck up out of here because, that's just not who I am. That's not who I want my kids to be. But just moving there was hard. But, I'm grateful for the experience because I've learned a lot about myself being here. Every situation is what you make of it. I'll be moving out hopefully this year. I'll be graduating hopefully I know I'll be graduating this year, but I'm supposed to graduate in fall. This spring. And I bombed last semester, so I don't even know if that's going to happen. But what I can tell you is that I'm definitely graduating this year. Even if I have to go to school for an extra semester, I'm cool with that. I just know that I made the best decision for my family going back to school. I know some people are like, degree is not going to change much. But I think like anything that you do in life, it's up to you to make something out of it. So some people get a degrees and just expect, the jobs to come flowing into you. Some people get degrees and they just expect the jobs to come chasing them. And it just is not like that all the time. So you got to get these degrees and then you got to go out and you got to hunt for a job. For me, I have my own plans, and what I want to do with it. But going to school was the first step. I love helping people, and I love helping people, elevate their life. And stuff that I love helping people elevate their life. I love making people feel good about themselves. Going to school for my psychology degree just ensures that I'm going to get paid for it, for something I did for so long for free. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. With my degree, I'll be able to, I don't have to necessarily worry about daycare right now because all of my kids are in school. But even if I had to pay for daycare, once I get my degree and I'm able to generate, income from an actual degree, it'll help me. It'll help me out a lot. And if you find yourself in a situation where you feel like you just can't elevate yourself or you feel like you can't afford things, you might want to look into school. You don't necessarily even have to go to, I'm not saying go jump into a 4-year college, but, if you live in a state where they pay for the tuition, like I live in Tennessee, so the only thing I have to worry about paying for is the books, which is a blessing for me, But check out to see what your state offers. Some states now, they will pay for you to go to school if it's a community college. Or you could just go to trade school, But do what you got to do. Don't get comfortable being at the bottom. It's not good at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? And if your children see you at the bottom, most likely they're going to be comfortable at the bottom too. And that is not, I can't do that. I couldn't do that to my kids. I just couldn't. You know what I'm saying? They deserve a lot. Children are always innocent in situations, when they're brought into situations that are not the best, And if you're a single mom and that's you, go to CNA school. Do anything that you can that doesn't involve you having to be stuck making $7.25 an hour for the rest of your life. You got to look at it like, what would you want for your child? And even if you don't feel like you can do it for yourself, do it for your kids. Try it anyways. If you're already at the bottom, what's the worst that's going to happen? You're going to end up right back at the bottom? I'd rather try. I can't. You know, I know a lot of people gonna be like, well, it's not, you know, there's no guarantee you're gonna have anything even with a degree. Okay, well, I have nothing now. So, I mean, what's worse than like where I'm at right now? I'm already in the projects. I'm already at my bottom, you know. But y'all, I'm about to it is 11, like 11:10 right now. I'm gonna go ahead and go to my kids' school, try to see if I can get lunch in with. I know I can get lunch in with two of them, but yeah, I just wanted to come here through and motivate you guys. You know, if you want to go back to school or if you want to improve your life, improve your income, definitely look back into getting some type of higher of education, or even if you didn't even graduate, look into doing that. You know, because we got to do this for our kids. We owe it to our children to give them the best life that we can. And we can't give them the best life if we're not, you know, able to afford the basic things in life, or if we're living on government assistance for the rest of our life. I hate government assistance. I really do. I'm thankful for it, but I hate that I need it. You know, I'm not going to say I hate it. I hate that I need it. I hate the situation that I put myself in. And that's why I work so hard every day to, you know, improve my situation. But y'all, I got to go for real now. I will see you guys tomorrow. I got to go. I'm going to talk to my advisor to see when I'm going to be able to graduate. If I'm going to be able to graduate this semester. Or if I'm going to have to stay for like, you know, spring semester or, you know, whatever. I hope I can walk in May, but if not, damn it, you know, so be it. I'm not dropping out. But y'all enjoy y'all Monday and keep your ish together. See you in the next video. Bye.